Uh, Hello again. Um, I, uh, I just did a quick video that I was trying to share some screenshots um, to show another instance where they removed the comments I was making, even on wherever I'm going. If I comment on somebody's YouTube, they're following me, or they have it set up somehow to remove comments or they're watching my comments as I put them on and removing them. So I'm going to share this video file that I just made. It's short. Um, I'm not saying I can't share that video file. Yeah, it's not letting me share that video file now because I was trying to uh, yeah, it's not letting me share the video file. Um, Let me see if I can screen share again. I don't know if it's gonna let me or not. And I'll try and share it again. But let me see if it'll let me share this video file that I made myself. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, it's not letting me share it. God damn it. And it won't play it. Okay, anyway. Is it showing you this window? Was it showing you that window, Cal? Just curious because it's not doing anything I want it to do here. Um, it's showing my screen, looks like, but it's not it's not sharing the damn files I want to share. Okay, so it was sharing it. All right. Let me show you these screenshots then. They're just here's the first one where I made a comment on their page showing the link to talking about deepfakes and VR right here. And I made a comment about it, if you can see that. And then another one, I made a comment and I said, I'm gonna, I said they'll try to remove them and I'm gonna, and here's another one. And right after all this, there's what it looks like now. They removed the comments I made about talking about VR and deepfake, and the link I gave to Google where you can research it yourself. And that's what it looks like on this other TI's page now after I commented. So that's all I was trying to show earlier, but that it wouldn't let me. So that's what I'm driving at there. Like you're saying, you're not getting in, you're not getting notifications anymore. I get some, but some of them it doesn't notify me at all when someone makes a. I don't get the little bell sometimes when someone makes a comment or replies to a comment, but I have it set up so that every comment someone makes to me, I get an email. It notifies me and copies the notification to my email. So like when the chief handlers and such, everybody knows he's a perp, keeps making stupid comments and hides them, and whoever else does, it goes directly to my email. So I've got a copy of it. Yeah, well, you should, I don't know if you've done that, if you've got it set in your Google account to send all of your notifications and comments directly to your email. You have a copy of it even if they hide that crap. But anyway, you just saw right here that they're hiding my comments. I didn't hide them. Why would I hide? Why would I post something I want people to see and then hide it? And they did it on my own YouTube. I mean, I have one page where there's only 6 comments showing, but they deleted like 19 of them or 13 of them. It's supposed to be 19 comments, but they deleted a bunch of them. And they've been doing that. I'll have to, like, if I comment on somebody's channel about something that they're presenting, they'll delete my comment. Yeah, well, who's AI? Who's an AI? No, Chief Handler is not an AI. He's just an idiot. He's a lying idiot. I caught him in a lie the other day. But yeah, I keep trying to research what they're doing, but as my last video was talking about, and it's just a little short one, I was talking about the deep faking that they're trying to do. That's basically what they're doing is deep faking me via Zoom or wherever the hell else they're doing it, on another channel or whatever, because I caught him deep faking me on another channel here on YouTube, and that was while I didn't even have internet. Yeah, he repeats himself because he doesn't have anything pertinent to say. It's all a bunch of crap, just to, you know, like he says, "Oh, you're schizo or you're on drugs." That's his favorite thing. "This is your brain on drugs." That's his favorite saying, because he's an idiot. Um, but you're not the only person whose page he comes and harasses, and that's what he does. He's a gang stalker, harassing troll. But that's why he has to keep changing his screen name, adding to it or changing it, because he keeps getting blocked because he's an idiot. But I I didn't really have anything else I wanted to say today other than that. Just going to keep this short. But yeah, so basically they're using um, AR, VR simulations to deep fake targets to make, to discredit them and make them look stupid, and using your face and your voice and creating stupid scenarios and presenting them to people as though they're real. So be mindful of that, and keep in mind that, they're just a bunch of fake loser idiots. Well, see, that's just the odd thing. You say everyone you talk to joins the program. Um, Probably a lot of it is because they provide them with bullshit information, and they snow them into it. Like, and they're talking shit about you behind your back with all these lies and crap. And as a rule, people are, you know, kind of gullible. Um, but I mean, I mean, I don't know how exactly they do it, or I'm not saying I know exactly. They bring up, walk up to them with pictures or whatever and crap. But I do know that they lie to people about you, and that's their spiel. But um, there's so many layers to the program that you know that um I know you said something about your ex-wife or whatever being a gang stalker. She might not have been. They just screwed with her head and lied to her about you, and she bought into it. That's what I'm saying. They screw up your relationships with this crap. And um I'm not gonna lie, it's created a hardship on mine because of these assholes. So um thankfully I have a very good woman, and she's fucking smarter than that. But um I'm really sorry they did that to you. Um yeah, but I don't know what to tell you there. Man, that's horrible. Well, we'll see that that's hard for me to go to get on with. I mean, um, because like they say, your family's involved and all. That's their spiel. They spiel that crap to me, and I'm like, I don't believe that shit. I'm not gonna believe that shit. That my family's gonna, stab me in the back and join these fuckbags. Not gonna believe that shit. I'm not gonna believe it. Um, I know they impersonate me. They impersonate my wife, my friends on this stupid B2K shit. So, um, yeah, the as much deep fakery or fuckery that they pull, it's understandable that they can, snow people. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Um, I I I talked to a couple people in my family, but even though I warned them about this shit, um, you know, uh, when you talk to people, right, they there's this certain air and certain words and phrases that they'll put together that, you know, that give them away that, they know what's happening to you and just they don't give a shit. And implying that, yeah, they know and they don't care about you. But I I don't know. I do know that there's just that's just that's a subject I don't I it's hard to go into because yeah, well, the directed conversations are ridiculous. They are ludicrous. Um how like you'll be standing in line at the grocery store and two people you don't even know will be talking about something and you'll hear stuff about you involved in it, right? That's, now I don't know if that's part of the V2K manipulation or the, you know, because they'll make it sound like people are saying things are not using the V2K by audio masking what they're saying. And they might not even be talking about anything to do with you at all, but your handlers or monitor jackasses will manipulate what they're saying to sound like, you know, um, like they'll be saying, "Oh, I made a call," right? And they'll make, since your name is Cal, they'll make it sound like they said Cal, right? Right? You know what I mean? Or your name kind of sounds like Cal, so they make it sound like Cal, and to you, and they aren't saying jack shit about you, but the gang stalkers make it appear like they are saying stuff about you. Like they might be talking about the weather and and have nothing to do with you at all, but they'll input the enough pertinent information to make it sound like it's talking about something to do with you. Oh well, those are the same type of thing where you're talking directly to somebody and they'll make an offhand comment about Happy New Year and it's in the middle of fucking June and or things like things that have to do with that because these idiots are always saying happy birthday or happy new year and it's nowhere near anywhere my birthday or happy new year or your birthday. Oh yeah, well that's what I'm getting at. Their huge script game and the manipulation of what people are saying. Um, well, as I presented before, looking from research at, the patent information and the abilities of remote neural monitoring, right? Um, they are able to make people say things, right? And that person will not remember saying it. And you can ask them, and they'll say, "I didn't say that," and this and that. Had it happen to me before. Like, what'd you just say? Oh, and then they say something else, and that's not what you just said. Yeah, the sirens they do the run bys with with the fire trucks and the ambulances and the police cars with the little whoop, 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 and then and whatnot, and the constant revving of the engines, right, in front of your place, right. Yeah, I know. I know it's a pain in the ass and it's ridiculous, but you got to keep in mind that these people are idiots, and um, not because of you or anything you did. They're just you've been targeted for whatever reason, for profit. I don't know whether you might have pissed somebody off. You said something. Um, in my personal situation, um, I know why I'm being targeted, and they know I know why. It's why they don't hide it anymore. It's because of my music and my artwork, and that's where it started at. Yeah, I understand. 5 years is a long time. Um, I and the problem you're gonna have is figuring out where it came from. You know what I mean? I mean, 5 years is a long time to look back and figure out exactly what day it started. Um, I do know pretty much. I've figured out when I got scanned, by who I got scanned, why I got scanned into the remote neural monitoring system. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. A hit and run. Yeah. The the real issue is there's big money behind this. I mean, it can't just be people doing this because they want to be assholes, right? I mean, you're not going to devote 24/7 of your life to harass somebody because they pissed on your back, and told you it was raining. um it's got to be deeper than that. And a lot of the people that are involved with mine, I didn't do jack shit to them. They If they're doing it for the one of them is always saying that I did stuff to him, and I didn't do jack shit to the little prick, but he's always talking shit like I do. But um but that's only because he's been in it since before he moved in here. So I'm I don't really have a itinerary to go through here. I just wanted to recap with those screenshots. And thank you for telling me you could see them. You could see them all right, couldn't you? You live in the town where Freemasonry started in America. Mm. I don't think that's why you were targeted though. They have another reason. Um, like you said, you draw. Are you a pretty good artist? Because that's intellectual property, and they'll steal stuff you imagine. You know, like when you're thinking about it, they'll steal something that you're imagining. I have been noticing a direct correlation to targets and creative abilities, such as inventors, artists, musicians, things of that nature. And the underlying factors always seem to come back to them wanting to profit off you somehow by ruination, um, through your, through your demise in some sense. Um, and and while they are targeting you, they're going to try and create fake horrible things and maintain that that's what you're about. The Every recording I have, all through it, they're saying I'm egregious, he's a monster, blah blah blah. I hate this mf'er, blah blah blah, or he did this or he did that. Always with the I did something to them, and um, you know, yeah, me too, kind of. Um, I understand you have a pretty good photographic type memory then. Um, uh, uh, I just, uh, uh, I, I'm just I'm not able to explain what their motives are in total, because they they have they have so many stupid reasons, and and that's what I mean by stupid is they don't have to have a reason. They don't have a reasonable, rational reason for even doing it in the first place, short of, they're greedy, hateful, disgusting human beings. um but I don't know, as they gather more, people to the ranks that are, involved in gang stalking. I just, as I perceive it, pretty soon there's not going to be any more targets, right? There are not going to be any more new people to target, because there's going to be either gang stalkers or the targets. And when they run out of targets, they're going to eat themselves, if you get my point. Because once they've rallied everyone to be a gang stalker against, one person, you're going to have, like with me. I mean, I'm perfectly aware that uh, over 2.6 million people viewed that video of mine that's on my YouTube that I got 27 views on, but on another page it got 2.6 million views. So that, to my thinking, makes me understand that there's that many people at least involved, because it was basically uh, uh, on like an invite only page, because I tried to click it and couldn't get into it. So um, the proliferation value right there means, like, if you want to talk about doxing, that's a major doxing. I mean, they're spreading slander about me to, at the very least, 2.6 million people in a closed set. More than once. Yeah, more than once. Why? Why do you bring up the experimental aircraft? I saw a TR-3B over Buena Park once. That was I I used to live in a place that was like 3 blocks away from Knott's Berry Farms, and this large triangle was hanging over Buena Park, basically facing and leaning in the direction of Buena Park, like or of Knott's Berry Farms, watching the people in the amusement park enjoying themselves. But then there was another time that uh, we were at a friend's house watching Super Bowl on, it was 2009 in Placentia, California, in broad daylight. I took pictures of this. I have pictures of it uh, on my Facebook. In broad daylight during halftime, we were out smoking cigarettes, and over in the distance, there's this white dot that's moving slowly toward us. And as it went over us, you could see the halo of the large delta wing craft. And I mean large, like half a mile wide or quarter mile, 3 mile, 3/4 of a mile wide, huge, covering the area. But you couldn't really see it. The focus was because that light was like it had light emitting from it, which looked to me like it was a hollow projector or whatever covering the you know the circumference of the vehicle to keep it shrouded. But there were little discs flying everywhere, and I have pictures of it on my Facebook. It's broad daylight. It was a shitty 2.3 megapixel camera, so the pictures aren't very good. You can make out some of the discs, but you can't really make out the triangle itself. But you do see the white the white orb-like shape that's projecting out the light to cover the larger vehicle. That was in broad daylight, and I wasn't the only one to see it. But anyway, but you know, um, but everybody knows about TR-3Bs. It's not a secret anymore. But anyway, it's not a secret that they got TR-3Bs flying around, the Delta Wing crafts. But anyway, I mean, pictures pictures don't lie either. No, I mean, especially an old camera like that, unaltered. But pictures, I'm sorry, pictures can lie. I mean, they can be, manipulated, but um, you can tell if they are manipulated or have been, usually. But anyway, this isn't about UFOs. This isn't about aliens. This isn't about, uh, you know, secret government spaceships. This is about sick people using uh, technology to harass and threaten people and cause their ruination, and steal from them. Yeah, this is about real crimes, not undescript flying aircraft flying over your house. I mean, that's a subject for another video, but it's not part of this video. Well, there is all kinds of stuff. I mean, um, they tried to play this game saying they were Men in Black, and I was sitting out here in the wheelchair outside here, and they were talking about, join us and this other crap, and there was a little uh dragonfly sized drone that they kept flying over the concrete fence out here, like I was going to climb the fence and go. They wanted me to go over somewhere, and they were saying follow follow the dragonfly, and the dragonfly would fly over and get in my face and do a U-turn and go that way. I said, I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not doing that. And they'd say, "Oh, come on!" Then they'd say, "The dragonfly is coming back. Follow the dragonfly." And it was a little drone, dragonfly type drone, the size of a dragonfly. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that shit. Well, we're MIB, we want you to help us with our, with this and blah blah blah. I said, bullshit. First of all, if you are MIB, I wouldn't be a part of your shit in the first place, because um I don't agree with your practices from stories about MIB and the way they handle things. I wouldn't have shit to do with them anyway. I flat out tell them that I'm not, I- I'm I'm not going to be part of that crap. No secret government operations that are, fucking people over, discrediting them any way they can. I'm not part of that. I'm not going to be part of that. And I flat out told these people that. They're like, "Oh, I can't believe you said that." Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, whatever. You people are scum. Yeah, fake cops. Fake cops. Um, that's what I'm saying. These gang stalkers with their scenarios, they'll say, "Oh, well, all in the same breath." Okay, I had them come in my chat talking crap about, "Oh, we're FBI." I was like, "Oh no, really, we're private investigators. Oh no, really, we're secret government agents." Blah blah blah. All in one chat on one of my videos. And then after that, when that crap doesn't work, they're like, "Oh, well, we want you to take down your gang stalking videos because you're hurting us, and if you don't, we're gonna come burn your house down." I'm like, let's see. You went from being FBI to private investigators to, you know, now you're talking about, your criminals gonna come kill me and burn my house down. Let's see, which is it? Well, they're not just trolls, mommy. They're not just trolls. They're fucking gang stalkers. They're not just trolls. They're gang stalkers. They're all over fucking YouTube. Okay, you know they are as well as I do. You know they are. But yeah, they are trolls, but they're not just regular trolls. They're gang stalking, harassing trolls. They're not just trolls. They are trolls, but they're not just trolls. They're part of this crap. The reason I know this is because most in part of my targeters came from YouTube. My targeting, basically the overt part of it, started here on YouTube. And the the situation and the following me around. Someone from right here on YouTube was following me in their truck, following me around in the daytime and at night with his lights off. One of the comic artists that stole one of my ideas. So they're not just trolls, they're gang stalkers. I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I know I sound like it, but it's just I it kind of pisses me off because they're they're here and they're right here on this platform, and they're using this platform to perpetuate their bullshit. I mean, do you really think that Chief Handler is just a troll that he picks on, he follows targets just to make fun of them? He's not just doing it to make fun of people. He's got an agenda. He's part of the agenda, and there's other ones. I mean, if you really gotta think about it. But by the way, hi phenomenal mommy. I'm sorry to jump on you like that about the trolls. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry, but um, I wasn't trying to be personal there. Okay, you understand, right? I just uh um I you know, I mean, it's okay. Um, but but Molly, you need to go back and look at one of my the video where the guys came in and like saying saying they're FBI, and one of them saying his name is Director Robert Mueller, and the other one is Agent 45 more minutes. And they're saying, "Oh, we don't know how you stayed under the radar so long, but you need to take your videos down about gang stalking, or your gang stalking, your targeting is gonna get worse, and blah blah blah." And I'm like, yeah, shut up. But I really I I I, I couldn't I I couldn't contain my disdain for those idiots. It was really some damning damning evidence. I mean, when they actually come in here and threaten to come kill you and burn your house down. I mean, come on. I mean, that's not just a troll. If it is, they're a pretty damn stupid troll, because that's terroristic threats live and in person. You know, you're a freaking idiot, right? Can I get a number one on that? But yeah. Oh, I no, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna talk about the about flat Earth. Sorry. I will say it's a stupid idea, but I'm not gonna talk about it. I've voiced my opinion before on what I think about people with flat that believe the Earth is flat. I don't need to make a big video summarizing my belief on that. It's pretty simple. You're idiots. Um, I mean, I can put it for you in simple terms in about 2 seconds. Everything you look at from the Earth out in space is fucking round. Everything else is round, and you think you're on a disc. Derpy derp, buddy. Derpy derp. But anyhow, thank you for the number one there. Um, but that was some pretty good stuff. That that uh yeah. Um, that was a kind of a defining moment as far as it made me feel good because that was, um proclamation that I'm striking a nerve in the little pea brains of the gang stalkers. Oh no, come on. Come on. Anyway, I'm not getting into the flat earth crap. Um and the other one that the earth is 6,000 years old, and yeah, living on the back of a turtle, on the backs of elephants, whatever. Not. But anyway, I'm real, really not. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't see that. Sorry, but stop it. Stop it. Um. Anyway, I I have to say that I don't know if you could hear that. Probably not. Next the next door. He just he just said my name to quit. Stop talking about this crap. Yeah, there you go. They want you to move, don't they, Cal? That's all they are. That's what their spiel is a lot too. Move, leave. Not going anywhere. You ain't making me fucking go anywhere. You move. I've lived here almost 10 years and moves in here 3 years and thinks he's gonna force me moving. Get the front out of here. But anyway, I don't know. Uh, they uh, they have so much. There's so many of them that are just stupid. I just keep going back to the old George Carlin warning: beware stupid people in large groups. And these are an extremely large group of some stupid assholes. They just and it seems like they keep coalescing more stupids to them, and um and their ideas of what's right and what's wrong is just I mean just redundant. Um how they try to rationalize their BS, and it's always the same. When someone like me or you are calling them out, it's, oh, gang stalking isn't real, you're crazy, blah blah blah. Well, um I have loads of proof, loads of experience, crap loads of recorded evidence, website evidence as to what they've been trying to do, YouTube video evidence of them trying what they've done to me. Uh, and, and those people, when they come in here and say, that why would anybody stalk you? It's like, well, I've presented the evidence as to why it started. I know why, who, where, and when. Oh, that's not real. What? You're imagining things. What? No, not. But yeah, and it doesn't matter so much who you take it to about your evidence. That's why I talked about the other night about if you're gonna try and you know um, get anything done via local police force, you might as well not waste your breath. FBI, you might as well not waste your breath. Um, the only place probably right now, since they're being affected by the threat of do weapons and such, is probably the CIA is probably the only people that you're going to get to even be willing to give you any kind of sympathetic ear with empirical evidence. I mean, you can shove empirical evidence down the local law enforcement's throat, and they're going to say, "Okay, we'll look into it. Oh man, we'll get back to you," but they don't. It's cause we're awesome. Oh well, maybe you're awesome. I I I, I just personally think it's because they're assholes, but um uh they just, I mean, they I don't know. I say they when I mean gang stalkers. I hate that word they. Like the John Carpenter movie. They live. We see them and no one else sees them. But that's not true. It's not true that no one else sees them. It's it's not a secret. They claim it's being kept secret. It's not being kept secret. The corruption's pretty high. Like I said, there's got there when I was talking what I was talking about earlier as far as uh, the reasons and the financial backing. There's got to be some serious money, right, behind paying these people to harass, you know, everyday people, for 24/7 for, like you say, 5 years, you know, or longer, right? Got to be a shitload of money there somewhere for them to be able to, continue to do it. And the the reason is like I say, I think because they're profiting from it via data, intellectual property, and the like. Um, uh, you know, that there's a lot of theories about where it came from, but MK Ultra, uh, Montauk, Taos um, NSA. Now, if you want some pertinent information that does back up your theory, you can look at the Edward Snowden interview about how he talks literally about remote neural monitoring being used, that the NSA had used it. Um, but that's where the problem lies, is that now it's being it's so rampant. It's in the hands of people that have no ethics. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that the CIA, NSA, FBI are perfect, but at least they're supposed to be the good guys. These people just don't have any kind of moral ethics behind it at all. They just, they do whatever the hell they want with it. Yeah, so the part where he's talking about them watching you formulate your thought as you're typing and backspacing and rethinking your thought and reposting it and watching it through the the person's eyes that they're watching via remote neural monitoring. So when these imbeciles come in here and say, "Oh, this shit isn't real, it doesn't exist," I can only come to one assumption, that they're idiots, or you know, they're being facetious and they know it exists and they're just trying to be jerks. I haven't had a chance to check that out yet, but I've been really, you know, really busy trying to research this. If you get my meaning, I'm 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 working on this, and I have to stay focused on this because I'm not going to go off into another rabbit hole, because this rabbit hole's big enough. If you get what I mean, I'm not going to open another rabbit hole when I'm so deep trying to figure out this rabbit hole. But I'm but as my last video was about, with the deep fake and VR technology, that is how they're impersonating you and faking you, and uh, causing people to believe things that they're presenting to them as you know actual facts or scenarios coming out of their mouth about you, that look, this is him, this is what they're doing, this is them doing this. Well, in reality, you're doing just like I'm doing right here, right now. You're sitting here on your butt, not doing anything, or which a lot of times they're doing this crap while I'm asleep. They like to perpetrate it while I'm asleep because I'm not going to be awake to, uh, intervene or speak, because I think once they've excuse me, got you on the RNM system, they can't really I think they can't really just turn you off. They modulate you out, but if they turn you off, they lose connection or something. I don't, maybe because they never turn it off. It's on 24/7, so they never turn it off. They want to be recording you 24/7. Now, maybe whether it's like I'm talking about, maybe that they if they disconnect even for a second, they'd have to reconnect, and I don't know if they want to try that. I don't know. What do you mean? You say, if I say, why are they doing this, a few days later my neighbor will say it when I'm outside? What, they'll repeat what you're saying, or they'll answer your question? Because they bitch at me in real time. I mean, they don't, like right now, they're bitching right now saying I'm a fruitcake, but um, they're saying I'm a fruitcake about talking about them being gang stalkers and using V2K. If I'm being such a fruitcake, why are you trying to tell me I'm a fruitcake on V2K? or tell people I'm a fruitcake while you're on B2K. I mean, these didn't. I didn't pull the recordings on here out of my ass. But anyway, I've been on here an hour. I'm just gonna. I wanted to just post those screens, but that's okay. I'm gonna end this broadcast. I don't really have anything else to talk about right now. So have a good night. Thanks for coming out.